Hello, hello, hello. It's the Colonel back in action. Factorio 1000X. We made a little off-stream progress over the weekend. No opportunity to stream, obviously, but it did allow us to get some stuff accomplished. Let's take a look. We managed to secure some technologies. We finished our oil pump tech. We set up some pump jacks. Show you. There we are. Set up some pump jacks just to get oil started because we needed to move on to flamers or flammables. Flammables is locked behind oil processing, so we needed to get some oil going so we could start flammables. So we can get the flamethrowers. That's our goal for today. To get the flamethrowers, get some production of flamethrowers set up, and get it started. Maybe design how it's going to look. In any case, we did, of course, have to research the military science pack to achieve flamethrowers. I should say, while flamethrowers may be our goal, yeah, the goal may not be achieved because in order for us to get the flamethrowers, we have to set up military science. Now, I toyed around with the idea of just creating a setup for military science that would allow us to just produce the 50,000 packs that we need. Let me revisit that thought here. What else is under military? Personal laser, energy shield. We're not going to go out and fight anytime soon here, so really important things like roboports and exoskeletons, those all come from chemical science. We do eventually need to do military science. We do need laser turrets at some point, or I do want laser turrets at some point, I should say. Perhaps, perchance we don't set up a real full-on military science setup. Maybe we don't. Put that in the queue. It's in the queue. We are going to be transporting fluids by train. Yeah, so maybe we do that. We're going to keep tacking. We need flammables, that's a prerequisite for flamethrower. This stuff, we need logistics too in order to achieve trains. I think the next thing after trains and flamethrowers is bots, obviously. But right now, we're going to make a small setup for military science and just let's produce 50,000. So we can feed that into the labs and get our flamethrowers. Now, one of the reasons I'm considering this, or why I think this is going to be the way we do it, is because I've already set up the military science factory. It's going to be needed to produce 15 military science per second. like I said, there are techs that we will need at some point, like we want neck armor. That's 5 million, so we do need a legitimate military science setup. But with current technologies, did we? I think we did. Yes, we did. Did research better furnaces. We also have the better assemblers, so we can at least see here. Let's clear all this. Machines. Here we go. We can go like, no, you can't change it there. That is annoying. It's like you want to be able to. There we go. Preferences. We can tell it what machines we want to use, right? I thought we could. Fruit belt. So we can change it. Can you change it like across the board? Maybe? Can't in preferences. I mean, you have preferred pump, preferred belt, but you don't have preferred assembler or anything like that. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. Components. Yeah, I guess not. Oh well. It's just annoying. I could have sworn there was a way to just use that as a default. No. I mean, you can see it does make a difference. But let's just get all this cleared up here. I mean, this will be most effective when we achieve red belts. So we won't need to have quite so many fucking transport belts for this stuff. Because this needs 5 red belts or 10 fucking yellow belts. I don't want 10 yellow belts running anywhere. If I'm being completely honest, I do not want that many fucking yellow belts running all around. So this is yet another reason why we should not do the real setup just yet. Because the scale gets to a point where it makes much more sense to be using trains for the throughput of it all. But yes, it's going to be gigantic. I mean, Look at the smelting we're gonna have. It's gonna be ridiculous. This one's rough. 150 per second is a lot. But either way, seven yellow belts or 3.5 red belts, 10 yellow belts or 5 red belts of stone. I mean, hell, that's almost 3 red belts of coal. 1.25 copper. I mean, it's huge requirements. I kind of want to wait for trains to set this real factory up because it's going to be huge. So yeah, I think we're just going to do a small basic setup and just let it run to produce military science. I have some copper over on the other side, so maybe we just do it all over there. And the next stone mine, we can tap this stone mine. Can we siphon off some iron somewhere? Yeah, so this is kind of where things slow down a bit. Because the sheer number of science packs you have to create for some of just the basic techs like trains and red belt is monumental. It's 200,000 for red belt. Trains themselves are only 75, but then automated trains, which includes, I think it includes train stops. Like without it, you don't get train stops, right? Yeah, so you just get train. This is kind of lame. I wish they just had, you got railway, you got everything. But no. Same here, 200K for that. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. We did also, in addition to getting some of those researches done to get us on our way to the things we need, we did finish setting up our defenses, initial primary defenses, doubled up here because first attacks are likely going to come from here, and this is going to be a hot spot anyway. It's an inside corner. Yeah, so we got that doubled up there, because remember, we don't have any damage upgrades for, we have converted over to red ammo at least. But the lack of damage upgrades is going to be a huge factor. We will eventually have to bump up our ammo production quite a bit. So at the moment, I believe I'm making about 6 per second of yellow. My red setup takes about 2.5 of that. And turns it into, or it turns, well, it doesn't turn anything. It outputs about 2.5 red ammo per second. that'll be enough until the attacks actually really ramp up. Once they really ramp up, there was a point in my first Owl's Next run where I was consuming almost a whole yellow belt of red ammo per second. And then, of course, we'll move to uranium ammo, considering that we're going to have, we can't control, I mean, we can control how much we pollute to some degree. That should be noted. You know, I can use efficiency modules, things like that. However, we're very quickly going to run into a scale versus needs, sort of like conundrum. The scale is going to require that we start using speed and productivity modules, but the use of speed and productivity modules is going to push our power and therefore our pollution to just monumental levels. So it become very important for us to sorry, just checking on a carry-out order I have coming. Checking on my ETA, all that good stuff. All right. So we want to do a military setup just to produce you don't do just one assembler, right? I mean, I could just do one assembler. Seems like a tiny fucking amount. Could steal that. How much does it need? 0.05. I mean, we're producing 2 point something, or can produce it. Let's just double check this. Each one's 0.16. We have 20, 18. 20 times 0.16 would be 3.2. It's like 2.8 or something like that. But anyway, so we can actually run quite a few of those with that. That takes care actually of our copper needs. We'll need a bunch, we'll still need a bunch of, we'll need stone, coal, and iron. One. Do we just bite the bullet and set it up? I mean, I really want a red belt before I set up that factory. One per second. That'll take quite a while if we just do it one per second. What do we do? 20 per second? And cut it in half a bit? I should, yes. Let's go get some blue assemblers. Stuff from my inventory, 'cause it's annoying. Clean up our slower soundboard production because we are going to, from here on out, only use these guys. 1 million greens so far. A little bit behind our reds. You can see 1 million. 7 hours apart. Hard to believe we're 50 hours in already, but that is how the cookie crumbles, so to speak. I do have, I should start making those right now. chemical plants. Basically all the same, except you add stone bricks in there. Yeah, we're running out of space in our makeshift mall here. We'll eventually have more room south of us here once these patches run out, but we are, yeah. That could be our stone source for. Won't work. Or can we get 4 in there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? There we go. Whoa. Got issues here. There we go. Yeah. Blah blah. And Okay, so we're gonna go there. That's our guy. This is this guy. This guy. There we go. Do, 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 do. Yo, buddy. There we go. Got her in. Need steel. God damn it. That's what I get for Russian. That's what I get for Russian. This all needs to come one back. Oops. Okay, we did flammables. That's great. And we just did this guy here. Just the gateway tech. You don't get anything for it. This guy needs to... There we are. That'll get us 10 should be enough. We don't need 2 stacks. And stack size is what, 20? 10. So I got 20 in there. That's enough. Alright, well, we could do a temporary military science. The problem is going to take forever. Produce that science at anything less than 15 per second. So, well, let's just set it up. And we'll set it up with the new machines and everything. We don't have power for it, so we're gonna have to set up a solar array. We don't have accumulators, so it'll just be offsetting the coal that we use. Just does suck. Can't really gotta tap more coal for power. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. 35 megawatts at our max here. I think what I decided, I think I'm pushing enough coal into that factory or the power plant there that I have. Pushing enough coal for 180 megawatts. I cannot say any more than that. We will deaths by our own. If we try and turn this military science factory on without adding more power capacity, specifically more coal input, but rather than try and insert more coal into that particular power plant, I'll probably just build more capacity, just more steam engines and boilers, and then let's have a new coal vein. Just bring more coal in. Gotta tap coal for this build anyway. See, it's gonna take us. We're at 900, yeah. So 3+ hours just to get logistics 2, which. Can sort of upgrade factories in place to produce more than 15 per second. The main trick there is that that's going to be super power hungry. This way we should be able to get away with standing up one more little power piece. Using new machines here, that'll give me enough power to do this. So we can get flamers set up so that we're safe. I'm not going to attempt to upgrade production to 30 per second until I have trains. Just how much smelting we're gonna have here for military science. Quite sure where, so I need 10 yellow belts of stone for this build. I don't know where I'm gonna get 10 yellow belts of stone. I mean, I can combine this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, I guess, and this guy. Just have to combine them all. Is a lot. Like, what's going on here, man? Yeah, man. Come on, dogs. Get down my wood here. Oh. That's not good. Not getting full throughput on our iron lines here. I mean, not too surprising, we're pulling full 6 full lanes. Just non-stop. They've been going for 20-ish hours probably. Let's go see how badly we got it depleted here. It's likely just going to be around the edges, but still will deplete. How many machines is that? 195. We need 180 to maintain 6 full lines. Given that with the balance we're not going to get completely pure throughput that lines up. We're only have 9 excess miners there. Those 9 excess miners are not enough to keep this fully fed. It's gonna get worse, so we need to supplement. So let's get rid of these dipshit things here. That was just me fucking around. So, a few things. Military science. Set up stone mines. Does it show like the edit? Say need 10 yellow belts and then confirm. There's never no real. Oh, yeah, you can see the details. 10 yellow belts, indeed. Set up coal mines. Mine. Need almost 3 yellow belts for military science itself, and another 1 to 2 lines for power. Oh, damn it. Need 3 or so lines for military science, and 1 to 2 for power. Set up more iron. Iron mines need 3-ish, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh god. Now we need 7. We need 7 lines. I was wrong about coal. We need 6 lines. Oof. Oof. 6 or so lines for military science, 1, 2 for power. Set up iron mines. Need 7 to 8. 7 for military science. Need a couple more for excess and to shore up green science. Yeah, we got a dumping spot for our wood over here. It's classic dumping ground for burnables. All right. Yeah. So while I'm here, let's move our copper over there where the smelting is going to be. There's no great way to do this. Just going to have to go around, unfortunately. It's not full line. What's going on there? I mean, it's backing up, jiggering, as they say. That is not a full belt. We could put a lane balancer on there. So annoying. Yeah, no ore left behind here. That's important. Let's see. We might as well handle the copper first here, considering it's the smallest need. So we're gonna take. I mean, what's the coal usage on this whole smelting array look like? Not quite a full bill yet. We'll keep extending it. Obviously, that has its limits. We're going to get rid of those. There we go. Grab these guys. We don't have red belt yet, so we can't do full size arrays, but can. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. We had red belt already. I don't have to wait 3 hours to set this up, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't want to have to wait. So, 2, 3. Probably could, but oh well. Yes. The joys of 1000x. I mean, I say that sarcastically because, I mean, I do genuinely enjoy the 1000x gameplay. I like the scale of it, you know, the feeling of like, if there's this feeling of like, oh, you have this not insurmountable, but you have this nearly insurmountable task to accomplish, and you're gonna accomplish it through just sheer brute force, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, uh, it's not like super tricky, you know what I mean? Like there are logistic challenges where they're like these really interesting and like unique and kind of trick little solutions, but in this particular case, you can't use any of that. You don't have productivity modules. You can't push the productivity of machines way beyond what they need or their speed or anything like that. You just gotta set up gigantic quantities of you know, production just to achieve a modicum of throughput. I mean, at this point, we're not talking about a modicum of throughput anymore. We're talking about once you get the scale required, once you get to military science is pretty big in comparison. Like when you're doing the 1000x challenge, my feeling is that you go into it, you're like confident, you're like, oh, this isn't gonna be too bad. You know, you do red and blue, red and green, and you're like, oh, this isn't bad at all. You know, like just gotta keep plugging away. But then you get to military, and you're like, oh Lord, okay, 10 lanes of stone. You know, can you even achieve that? Like on a default map, achieving 10 lines of stone without trains is real questionable, if we're being honest here. Yeah, that's our copper. Yellow belt. Next is iron. Which is the next iron we hit? This one here. We need 7 lanes. Can we get 7 lanes out of that? What's kind of gonna suck is that we're gonna get this military sign set up, created, and then we're gonna have access to red belts, and it could have been shrunk. The smelting part of it, anyway. Well, the whole thing, I guess. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 7 lanes out of that. I need 7 lanes for my military setup here, plus extra to shore up my green signs. I'm going to have to set up 2 iron mines. My takeout order is not moving. Yikes. Look at all these trees. We will eventually decouple the production facilities from the mines. As we've discussed previously, currently I have individual mines set up to feed the individual productions. However, that starts to fall apart right about this point as you get into military and chemical science. The scale is such that it becomes difficult to couple mines directly to production facilities, because the infrastructure required to do so with belts is significant. Say, oh, well, what about stack inserters? Well, we're not going to get to stack inserters for another couple hundred hours, so we are going to focus on progress for the time being until we get access to trains and can start to decouple. It's going to take time and quite a bit of effort to uncouple production from the mines. Gonna have to come up with a train system that is performant. So there will need to be buffer lanes. How do we get access to stack inserters? Quick potty break. I'll be right back. I'm back. Enjoy the ASMR of Factorio's soundtrack. It's always lovely. Gotta be better than the ASMR of chopping wood, right? 7.4, huh? Actually won't be enough, considering we need to shore up our other iron production. So we're gonna do this iron. This gives us nearly enough. I guess we would tap this guy, or do we tap this guy? It's another big one, 102 million. Ugh. We're in the slog of it. Yeah, it's interesting. Doing 1000x run is reminds me of doing 1000x run, and there are points when playing where you, I don't know if everybody has this experience, but for me anyway, it's much like life, and that you get to certain points and you're like, man, I don't want to do this. Like right now, I'm like, man, I gotta set up this iron mine. I gotta set up probably about 5 or 6 stone mines. I gotta set up probably 2 to 3 coal mines. Like it all feels like so much. And this is a life lesson for all the youngins who might have a chance to listen to this. It's really important to do hard things and to persist. There will be times when you want to quit, without a doubt. There will be times when you want to quit. You don't care. You're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. It happens to everybody. Don't let anybody ever tell you that life is easier, that you won't have periods in your life when you don't want to do the thing that you have to do. Like, look, man, it sucks to have it sucks to go through and have to do things that are time consuming or tedious or no fun. But unfortunately, it's a major component of life is doing those things that you don't want to do. Those things that you don't want to do will oftentimes lead to an amount of satisfaction that's hard to describe. It really is hard to describe. Like, you're gonna want to stop. It's natural, man. You just want to stop. That's what it is. You're gonna want to. 100% gonna want to stop. Everyone does at some point in life. And the secret to, I don't want to say the secret to life, because it's not the only thing. It's not like like people talk about the secret to life as if the secret is if it's one thing in life, and that's not true. There are many things that you can foster in your life that will make it better. But one of the things that can take a long time to learn, and yet will pay off in peace of mind, especially once you learn it, and that's that the only way out, so to speak, is through. It sounds stupid, it sounds trite. Some days my toddler son doesn't sleep very well. The only thing to do when things get tough, when you have to do something you don't really want to do, the only thing to do is to keep doing it. To not let up. To not give up. To just keep pushing. That's the secret to achieving is to just keep working. this, this lesson about persisting even when it's hard. It applies in so many parts of your life. Not just in the silly little aspects like a game of Factorio where it's like, oh, I don't want to do this thing anymore, but I'm just going to keep doing it. No, I mean, imagine it in the context of, a sport or exercise. You get to a point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep practicing. I don't want to keep lifting. I don't want to do any of that stuff. It's hard. Well, I mean, let's be honest, the reason you should do it is because it's hard. Don't do it in spite of it being hard. Do it because it's hard. Because doing that hard thing will make you better. Again, context of Factorio is a weird one to have a conversation about that life lesson, but it's 100% the truth that hard things stay hard things until you make them easier. The only way you make hard things easier is by doing them over and over again until they're not so hard. And the human mind is amazing at trivializing hard things. It takes time and practice and effort. But it can be done. I mean, look at the people who solve Rubik's Cubes in a matter of seconds. Like, they didn't just wake up one day and were able to do that. In the moment when they're performing that feat, it looks like it's easy. What they're actually doing is something that's very, very hard. They just practiced it, set a goal for themselves, and did it until they conquered that hard goal. It's something I wish I had learned earlier in life, to be honest. There's plenty of times in my youth, especially my teenage years, when that lesson would have had, things could have been different about my life if I had learned that lesson and sort of like internalized it, But it can be a hard thing to do, specifically because, again, stuff is hard. You don't want to do it. Humans are amazing at trying to find the easy ways out of things. To some degree, we're kind of programmed by evolution to do so, because hard things are expensive from an energy standpoint. So because our bodies want to conserve energy, oftentimes they don't make doing hard things easy on us. It's not as simple as just being like, oh, well, I'm just going to do this hard thing. You're going to encounter resistance, mental resistance even if you know it's something you have to do, you're going to encounter mental resistance. You're going to have to come to terms with that. to take it from a tired 43-year-old. When you're young and you have the energy surplus, do those hard things. Don't shirk them, don't avoid them, do them when you're young. It will pay off in the long term. That I can promise you. 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 7? Can I even do that? I don't think I have anything like that. 10 to 10, 10 to 8. It only works in blue. Unfortunately, well, we can try it. Let's see. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 6. Can we do 8 to 6? Can. Maybe? 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. Cannot. No, we can. Yes. Okay. That'll work. Gets a 6. Doesn't get a 7, but I mean, could do some finagling. Some finagles. Pardon me for just a second. Turn off the heat. Living here in California means being perpetually poor because of energy costs. Yeah, one of those things that should not break the bank. Just staying warm, but fortunately, that's just how life works, huh? Not grab more undergrounds when I was back in base. Sucks, because we need a bunch. Get our power down. Get our miners down. Go back and get our undergrounds. Time mine. These guys go. figure out where to place these. Unless, do these become the supplement for the 6 that are already there? The real question is, where's our next iron going to come from? Because we need to set up even more iron. I guess we go from here, yeah. So yeah, so these 6 are going to supplement the 6. They're already feeding into the base from this direction. We'll ensure that the green science is shored up for a good long while. So let's figure out how we're going to do this here. Yeah. Huh? Like that. Go like this. Yeah. Gonna work that way. So we'll just go like, so there's gonna be 1 here, there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put priority left. Like that. And right? Yeah. No. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. There we go. There we go. This is how we do it. Oops. No. Alright, let's go back. Get more. This is bullshit, man. Bullshit. I got some takeout, carry out stuff. Not working. Not working. Give me a second. I'll be back. I don't know about these modern delivery systems. Can't tell if this carryover is actually on its way or not. Don't know how to contact the company. Super annoying. Just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Not one bit. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to me that there we go. Did not get more miners. Silly me. talking much today. A little lost in the sauce, I guess you could say. That's what happens sometimes with Factorio. Just becomes a zen. Almost a zen meditation for me. Gives us 7. 9 to 7. There's a 9 to 7. Only works. Blues though. If we try this way, really like going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 7 is just as bad. Do that. Let's go that way. Let's look here. Because we could cut it down perhaps to like a all of our balancers that go to a 7 lane, all of them require at least red. Fuck. So the only way to do it is to snake the belt. So there's how many total? 247. 210 is what a full 7 yellow belts would need at running at full bore would need. There's 247. That's 37 extra, which is more than a yellow belt extra, so it's like technically we can get about 8 belts worth out of it. I think you could make it work. Opposite ways. I think we're gonna do it. But my son is awake, so I do need to sign off. Anyway, next time we'll continue our journey. 1000X, going home. Colonel out.